York. This is happening all across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, all the way up into Connecticut now.
Okay, folks,
And Massachusetts. And it's
I
just
don't know
we're right in the
if
middle of that.
YouTube's streaming me or not right yet. I need to make sure of this. If you won't,
Big time problems
uh,
going on right now. It's not just the snow either. We've got a tornado watch down south, and we've got a significant
let me
situation unfolding in
look here.
Mississippi, Tennessee, up into Kentucky. So we're tracking it out here on YouTube. Come check it out. If you got any questions for me, send a chat. Dude, why am I having such a problem?
For some reason,
I think I'm tired, y'all.
I don't know that it's working right now. Give me.
Board has Fallsburg right now at 13 and Springfield at 12 inches. So yeah, the coolers are disappearing in some areas as others are getting closer to that foot mark as well.
Any updates from central Raleigh area, North Carolina right now? No updates. We do have, we're continuing to check in on it every once in a while. It looks like, for the most part,
Okay.
but there are some freezing rain reports that have come in, and there is some more precipitation moving in. But right now, you're in a bit of a
Okay. I guess we are
This is what it looks like out there in
live right now.
County, Pennsylvania. Thank you
Didn't
so much for sending that in.
know that we were, but this is Kaci Harbor, spotter in charge, Miami Valley Storm Warn 280 CR1. Currently watching 10 TV Plus in Columbus. The local Dayton stations, for some reason, they come up at the top of the hour, or they're doing the thing of every once in a bit, but they're not doing what 10 TV is doing here, which is continuous live stream for the day, able to get information for Clark County, which is where I live, just inside of Clark County. Watching Ryan Hall, y'all, on the other TV here and doing things. But currently, folks, right now in Huber Heights, we've got about 12 inches of snow. It's still coming down. I will tell people that most, and I say this, most of central Ohio right now, and possibly southwest Ohio, like the Dayton area and that, most places are under level 3 snow emergency. So what that means is it's closed to non-emergency, non-essential traffic. So basically, if you are out driving because you want to go to Speedway or you want to go to Casey's and get the pizza or something, not going to happen. Pretty much sure Domino's and Papa John's is probably not delivering. They're probably closed. I haven't checked locally, but it's a thing of, and I've seen on my X-Speed storm chasers out chasing, and that different ones, not going to go into naming names because you know who you are and that, and it's a case of telling you under this level 3, doesn't matter that you're a storm chaser, that you're live streaming and doing all this and providing whatever info. Level 3 snow emergency, you are not considered essential. You're not working under EMA, you're not working under the sheriff or nothing, health care, none of that. I know there's some that's going to argue with me, but I know the law better than what you do, in the regard that I've dealt with deputies. I was a member of the fire department for years. and such, I can tell you, you're out on the road, they do have the option to ticket you or, just simply arrest you for that matter. It's a case of they don't want you on the road. And, I'm going to tell people now, I'm a brutally honest person. You being out on the road, storm chasing, which I do as well. I go out and storm chase, but under a level 3, I don't. Unless EMA in Clark County has activated our amateur radio people, our amateur radio emergency service people, which I'm part of, I'm not on the road because not allowed to be. It's not allowed to be. So, you need to be off the road, and such. And for the ones that will all just drive anyway, well, I have to tell you, the troopers, deputies around here, if you are out and you slide off the road some reason, that they're gonna come and they're gonna come and help you, but they're also gonna ticket you for being out during a level 3 snow emergency because you are non-essential. So, not going to entertain arguments over it, since the truth is the truth. Also along with it, right now here, we've had about 12.5 inches of snow. Went out and measured it earlier. Mobile home park I live in, down here, Huber Heights, Clark County border, they brought out the big boy toy. They brought out the big, huge backhoe front end loader. They've been down here at times clearing the road. So they've got that done. And had to take a day off of work because of what's going on with the weather, because I have to make an 18-mile drive to work. I am considered an essential employee because of the job I do, but wasn't going to be able to get out this morning due to this, and had a coworker that offered to take my shift, so we conferred with the supervisor, and he, got it dealt with. Told him I didn't want to take off work, but it happens. I don't normally do it. But anyway, we've got about 12.5 inches here. Snow's still coming down. And got Minternock sitting over in the chair. The illustrious Midnight Cat just keeping himself warm here. Like I said, I keep watching this 10 TV stream, as well as Ryan Hall, checking other sources on the other computers here in the Command Information Center, and things are going good for now. I've stocked with provisions here a few days ago. And I've had food since before that. As an item, folks, check out the Provident Living Centers, Mormon Church. I don't know what they call it. I think they call it a home storage center now, but look up Provident Living Center and see if you have any around where you're at, because you can go over there and you can buy number 10 cans, the big cans of dried beans of different kinds, pinto beans, black beans. You can buy rice. You can buy flour, sugar, hard red wheat, hard white wheat, You can buy oatmeal. Now, I do know that the beans and the rice and such, they say that if you do not open the cans, that they will last for 25 to 30 years. So there's a place you can go to get your prepping supplies. You have food, because really, truthfully, you not only get that, but also, get cans of soup, canned goods, such. I mean, you can have that. I mean, we're in like a maybe 2-3 day event, but look back at Hurricane Helene and what they went through. You need to have stashed somewhere. You need to have this food, because even if you have a power outage, and a lot of people, I think there's something like they said 75,000 power outages right now down in the South. The thing is, if you have a gas stove, it works. You have the ability to at least boil water and cook. Make sure you've got plenty of water in the house at all times. Cat litter jugs do a really good job of, you can use them to fill up water to flush the toilet. I mean, if you're in a rural area and don't have a water system, you don't have power, you're not going to be pumping any water. So it's a thing of, do the thing of having that extra water. Luckily for me, I've got a creek behind my neighbor's house, my neighbor's home here, that gets that bad, and say I would run into a real problem. I can always go back to the creek with a bucket or the jug, fill it up. I'm going to have water. I've got plenty of drinking water right now. And still looking at Mr. Barron's here on 10 TV, and they're saying Springfield, Ohio, 12 inches in the last 24 hours. Fallsburg, Ohio, 13. 10 at WBNS TV, and they're saying we're going to get 12 to 16 inches, which I'm figuring is going to happen. I'm hoping that for now, that tonight, after this tapers off a good bit, I'm hoping that they can do the thing of getting the interstates, getting the interstate here, Interstate 70, cleared off somewhat, that I can drive slow, get to work in the morning. Of course, I have Red Thunder, my 2017 Silverado, which I bought it at the time for conditions like this and such. They're showing severe thunderstorm warnings down in Alabama and a portion of Florida right now. Shows you how Mother Nature gets wicked. Can tell you. Just really something. We've got ice storm warnings. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings and such going on. Tornado watches. We got all this snow. And, I mean, it's just, the weather is just dog nuts right now. The weather is just really dog nuts. It's off the chain, off the wall, and, I mean, it's off the chart. So, but this is what's going on. And usually before, and I say this, usually I've got enough information before a storm. I'm out telling friends, colleagues, putting stuff out, but you need to go to the store. You need to get into the grocery. Get your supplies. Get this done. Make sure you have these things at all times. Make sure that you have supplies back, because you don't want to be caught without it, because what we have now is about 12 to 13 inches of snow, and the situation with it is, say your power suddenly goes out, or your furnace would go out, or such, or you don't have a way, you don't have enough food or water, you would be stuck. And you're not going to be able to get anywhere. You're going to be calling the magic 3 numbers, and, they may be able to come help you. This is why I tell everybody the thing of always be prepared. Always be prepared, make this happen, because you never know what could be. I know some friends of mine that they've got a whole room set up at home. They've got shelves in it, and they've got all sorts of canned food, box food, rice, beans, everything. That, they've got prepping equipment, lighters, first aid stuff. They've got a whole bunch of everything in that room that, if bad snow occurs, they're eating comfortably. They've got no problem. I kind of wish that could have at one time afforded a house and had like a wood-burning stove or a fireplace, because honestly, you lose power. As long as you've got wood, you could stay warm in the house. You could sleep. It would be a thing of your family. Somebody stays up. You'd work shifts. Somebody stays up, keeps the stove going, keeps things happening, keeps an eye on it, because you don't all want to be in bed at once, obviously, because if it were to happen, it's going to be a case of, the house might catch on fire, and, you don't want that. You really don't want that. So, but I'm seeing people out on the road here, some of these chasers, it shouldn't be, things, like I said, everything's under level 3, but, they're going to argue with me about how they know people, whatever. I'm going to call them out. It's a level 3. I shouldn't be. Yeah, we all like to chase. I do too. But, I've got to look at it. Unless EMA or say the sheriff or somebody, is asking you to do this, then, you shouldn't be doing it. But, just out here watching it snow for now, and just sitting here. Thank goodness I've got power. No real worry about power outage right now, and stuff. Another great thing is I got to give a shout out here. I've got to give a shout out to Metro by T-Mobile, because I've had cell service with them for a good bit, and I've loved it because always works. But I just recently dumped Spectrum in their internet. I was getting 400 megabit per second internet, but they were charging me $90 for it. They kept raising the price. It started out at like near 80 at one point, and it's come up now to the thing of $90, and I said, I'm done with this. And Metro by T-Mobile came off and did the thing of telling me in the app, get the 5G internet gateway for $9.95 versus the $49.95. So I saved $40. And I get unlimited internet, 5G internet, for $40 a month. And it's been working really great. Now, I do have to admit that where I live, I'm basically right next to the tower, but I'm currently right now running 2 digital streams between the TVs, doing this live stream, operating the phone, and a few other items, and not a hiccup one. And every so often during storm season, I kept getting notifications from Spectrum. There's been an outage reported in your area. We'll let you know when it's back up. And so far now, for the about month that I've had this, I've not had an outage whatsoever, Metro. So there's the thing to think about that. But it's working really well. So, but we may be back on streaming on here in a little bit. We're going to go fix some lunch here at 2:15 in the afternoon. And we're going to see what goes during the day, follow what's going on 10 TV. And, I mean, everybody's interested in football today, but, right now I've got priorities and I got to deal with it, Maybe somebody can let me know later what the football scores are in that, and, we'll go from there. So, folks, any of you viewing, thank you for being a viewer. It is most appreciated. I'm not big time like Ryan Hall or, some of these others, Jaden Pappenheim and different ones that do the streaming. But, I'm here doing Dayton local, which Dayton, a lot of people overlook it at times. You don't hear too much out of these big-time people talking about the Dayton area, Huber Heights, Springfield, all that. That's why I exist, so that I can give you the information locally instead of, some other big deal. So, again, thank you for tuning in. Y'all are awesome. Just keep it going. Don't get dog nuts like the weather is out here. And the other piece being is, unless you it's an absolute, emergency, a case of, life or death, don't be out on the roads today. You're level 3 snow emergency, you're subject to citation or arrest, and I can tell you, if you do something silly, they're going to have zero tolerance. They're going to deal with you and deal with you very sternly because, they're going to look at you like you got too many possums loose in the rafters. With that, thank you. Have a great day. Take care.